Goofball, the goofy cartoon ghost, everybody's favorite brain dump character. Goofball is probably one of my favorite fictional characters ever. I mean, what's not to like about him? He's funny, cute, relatable, and very, very goofy. It's in the name after all. Goofball is there to get goofy and be goofy. That's him, that's his job, it's what he does. You know what? No one has ever tried to power scale Goofball the ghost before. At least not on YouTube. So that's why I am going to be the first to do it. In this video, I will be answering the question, how powerful is Goofball the goofy cartoon ghost? For those who are out of the loop, power scaling is basically when you determine how strong a fictional character is by measuring canon displays of strength or speed, also known as feats. And despite the comedic nature of Brain Dump, there is actually quite a bit of information about Goofball that we can use to determine how powerful he is. But first, let's get some basic ghost abilities that are apparent and obvious out of the way. Being a ghost, Goofball has the standard set of tricks that you would expect any ghost to have. You know, phasing through solid objects, flying, disappearing, and so on. However, being a cartoon ghost means that he also has some pretty goofy tricks up his sleeve, such as being able to shapeshift into literally anything, or being able to materialize his dialogue into tangible objects, or even being able to summon any object he wants into his hands, like when he created a ghost chair out of seemingly nowhere. The logic behind all of this is explained by Goofball himself. Basically, as long as it is considered comedic or funny for Goofball to do something, he can do it. Some of you may recognize this phenomenon, which goes by the name of Toon Force. Toon Force is basically the ability that cartoon characters seem to have to be able to bend reality to their own will. Things like SpongeBob erasing all of reality by merely pulling a loose string, or Popeye somehow throwing himself to the moon in a matter of seconds, are all examples of Toon Force. Perhaps the craziest example of Goofball using Toon Force is in the Brain Dump episode All Dream Drama Explained, where near the end he completely changes the setting into a different room. He doesn't just teleport there, he physically changes the location to a doctor's office by pulling it down from the sky, one of those projector thingies they have at schools. I don't know what they're called. Point is, he is a reality-bending cartoon god. I could end the video here, since reality bending is pretty insane. However, Goofball does actually have a speed feat that I would like to cover, and a pretty impressive one at that. In the Brain Dump episode, Top 10 Reasons Why Garfield is Repugnant, near the end of the episode where Max G is desperately trying to convince Goofball that the Earth is round, Goofball says that he could just fly to space and check for himself, which he proceeds to follow through with. In this clip, it takes Goofball 45 seconds to go from Earth to space and back. Assuming that he went from sea level to the Kármán line, which is about 100 kilometers, Goofball must have been traveling at 16,000 kilometers per hour, which is about 13 times the speed of sound. And Goofball seemed pretty casual about the whole thing, so he likely could travel even faster. Now, I could end this here, saying that, yep, Goofball can travel faster than the speed of sound, end of story. But there is one thing that I feel I should address in order to be completely transparent. In that same scene, right after Goofball returns from space, he tells Max G that there is nothing but a big black wall with a bunch of Christmas tree lights screwed into it for stars. Now, yes, it is possible that Goofball did actually go to space, and he's just messing with Max like he always does. However, in the comments of the same video, someone actually did do the math for the speed feat, to which Hot Diggity Demon himself responded, "The big black wall with Christmas tree lights is actually closer than you think." What I'm saying is that there is a good chance that Goofball didn't actually go to space, since the creator of Brain Dump himself kinda confirmed it. However, this doesn't deny the fact that Goofball still has the capability to go space and back within 45 seconds, since his Toon Force implies he can do way crazier stuff. Or maybe I'm just thinking too hard about the power level of a cartoon ghost from a YouTube show. In conclusion, Goofball is just a standard Toon Force user. Nothing more, nothing less. But before we end the video, let's address the oblivious question that always comes up while discussing a fictional character who is very, very strong. Can he beat Goku? Yes, yeah, he can. I mean, all he really needs to do is summon a ghost Neil. There isn't really much else to it than that. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know all the YouTuber stuff. And until next time, this has been Daniel, signing off.